Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan. This afternoon at the place they call the Woodshed, on the banks of the Red Cedar, home to the Michigan State Spartans, where they are ready to start another campaign. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For today's Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you... take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the right side. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And the Spartans will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Notre Dame's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Looking to pass, it's Sims. Moving away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they jump on top. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He wants to pass it on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. They're going to throw it again. Finds his man, it's Morton. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Feeling some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here come the Irish back on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Scanning the field, it's Sims. Dances away. He throws one to the left. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. After the misfire, now on second down. Here's the handoff. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. A little screen to the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This would have been about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They'll pass on that and go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll give it on the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man. At midfield, he's got room. Right down the gut of the field. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Michigan State. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can break. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the offense there. They're trying to dial up the flea flicker, but you've got to sell the run more. That time it looked like the running back was just a little bit too quick, pitching it back to the QB. The defense did not bite on the fake, and they were able to come away with the pick.
Makes the grab outside. It's Cotton. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Now rolling to the left. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
On the set.
Pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Starting to feel a little pressure. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On second down, just keeps firing. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. Fires left. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for a great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
Getting some heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line... Unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Spartans will call on their punt team. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Phyllis, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. he's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense. In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Give to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They'll try the run. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for a big play. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The AT unit on the field. Up and no good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up by 18 over the Astronauts. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got his man. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. On the move, he fires. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat.
Oh, the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. It fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what...
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. On the option. He'll toss it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
26, Michigan State, 7.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. No huddle offense to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in at the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes his connection. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They keep attacking through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Right back to the well. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Looking for a man. It's Sims. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Number 83.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Michigan State 14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
That's caught. It's Kendricks. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Tosses to the quarterback. He's going to fire deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
A great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been